Okay, so tonight it's all about how you can generate passive income during your spare time and downtime. So we're going to discuss many of the criteria and also ways you can do that, and also do some comparison that we have seen already in Robert Kiyosaki ESBI. Now raise your hand, those of you who don't know who is Robert Kiyosaki. If you don't, I'm going to kill you now. This guy is legend. I think most of you may have seen him before or heard some of his work. He was very famous in the 1980s. That's the first time where I first heard of him, and then he started to write, but around the year 2000 where his works actually exploded and he was a New York Times bestseller. If not, this is one of the bases how I got into what I'm doing today. Online trading, and you can also do. So get that book, Rich Dad Poor Dad. But if you have not got it in there, I'm going to take some parts from the book and really look into how you can generate income in your spare time and online trading. But what they did not give out on the book is a system. Now tonight you will get a system in here, so make sure you got a computer or desktop in front of you because you need to do some work. We're going to be doing some trade simulations, so to make sure you get those exercises done so you know how to move forward. I think that's important to get you started with. All right, so this is good. Please help to share. Or thanks Rafiq for coming in here. Okay, please share in your group. Thank you. So we're going to move on in here. Now let's start with those of you who don't know who I am. Perhaps I'd like to share something in here. I'm also an author of 3 books: Get Rich with Dividends, Supercharged, Dividend Line. These are the books that I've written as part of my fund management as a fund manager that I've done over the last 10 years. And there's a lot of good information in there which you can use in there. I can tell you something, these 3 books have helped my client retire very comfortably over the last 10 years, and it will help you too. But the information tonight that I'll share with you can also do the same too, right? It's just that my client, I'm doing it for them. For you, you are doing for your family and for yourself. I'm also featured on BFM, on Capital TV, and then recently I was also on the NTV7 on recently to talk about my company and also the products that we have that can help our members in here. We do a lot of workshop and seminars in there. So these are the 4 books that I have. If you don't have them, you can go over to the bookshop and get it, or do let me know and see what I can do, arrange something about that. I'm also in TradingView. Those of you who don't know, TradingView is one of the largest social charting platform, and it's free, ladies and gentlemen. That's great. It's free. So if you go over to the Malaysian stock market site, you will see me all-time author. I'm number 2 in there, so that will definitely give you some credibility. The things that I do, the work that I've done, that a lot of people been rank me quite high. Thank you very much. Please give me a thumbs up. I will continue to work hard for your benefit. I think that's what all so great about social media. It is so powerful, the social media, to get out there, and really happy to able to advise you and to help you to transform your life, at least in the short time that we have today too. All right, so let's move. I'm also here, there you go. This is what we talk about. And also what I do as part of a fund management, I actually do a lot of company visit. I think the recent one that I posted was a company that I visited is actually called Coastal Contract. I didn't talk about it in my YouTube video. Make sure you check the Facebook video that I have. Go through those videos that I have. I did a repost because someone earlier did ask me, Martin, you forgot to post the part 1 of the first visit I have. So this company, it's a great company, but right now it has a little bit of difficulty. But I'm not going to go into explanation. Please watch that video. All the explanation will be there. So those are some of the insights that I have that I will share with you from my companies. And these companies, some of them are good. I will invest in them. All right. So also, do take note, we do have another market conference coming up on the 19th of October. I want to do a bit of promotion towards the end there, but just want to let you know, 19th of October, it's our workshop where we invite speakers from the industry to talk about their experiences, so we as investors will learn to become a better investor. Am I right? Is that why you all want to have a better investing technique, a better way of making money, so you will do comfortable retirement like many of our members are doing, and I hope that's also applied to you too. Okay. Now, I also appeared in NTV7, BFM, TradingView as one of the top rock second author, and also New Streets Time, which came out this week. Thanks again to my friend there, Rafiq, for bringing me into the media exposure, and that definitely helped our company and also will benefit our work definitely harder for our member in here. So please share this video out there. Thank you. All right. So let's look at okay. Why am I getting this again? I should have. Okay. So right now it's not about me. Okay. So you know a lot about me. It's all about you. What I'm trying to share with you here is a system, a very simple system, which is entirely free. That's right, entirely free, that you can go on and use it again and again. All right, it's all about how to reach your comfortable retirement, your financial goal faster and also easier, where you can actually do it. So it's all about you today. It's not about me. I want to give you this system so you can use it. So over the years, the last 10, 15 years, I've been researching, writing, and sharing a lot of new ideas. And really, if you really want to ask me, my real goal is actually to create a passive income between in and workplace. Isn't that what you all want? Isn't it right? So you can create a passive income. I know a lot of people these days are thinking about passive income, driving a Grab car. I was talking to a guy who was driving on the Grab car, and he said that, look, he almost have to drive like, 10 to 11 hours a day, 6 days a week, just to bring in enough money back to the table. Now, he is a bread earner of the home. He's a full-time Grab car. You can talk to them. If you ever take a Grab car driver, it's that. But today, I want to offer you an alternative where you can make similar kind of income, but between your workplace or in your workplace or at home. And that's what you are. I think many of you watching right now are also at home in your comfortable in here, and that's what we want to do. So this is my man. Now first, let's address your current position. Now, how many of you are comfortable with your current 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. job? Right? How many of you are comfortable with that? Now, I don't think you are, right? If you are, you won't be listening. Am I correct? Because tonight, the topic is all about building a massive passive income between your workplace. Right? Now, if you are, share with me. If you're not, I'd like to hear that too. Now, being comfortable at work, meaning you're quite happy in your workplace, you're happy with a single salary, I suppose, right? And we will talk more too about some of the conditions that we have. Now also, second one, to address your current position. Are you happy with your current situation? Is it temporary? For those of you where you are, maybe at your workplace you're happy, but after the hours, are you happy, right? Could this be temporary? So share with me what you think of it. And that's also important too, because if you don't have pain, if you don't want to change your current situation, you won't be here. That's right. I think many of you want to have more money, more time, and more for your family. Am I right? I think that's one, because that also happens to me too. When I first, this is a picture of me when when I first came out to the workforce. I have my personal pain too. At that time, when I come out almost 30 years ago, my first job, I was paid 1,800 ringgit for my first job, 1,800 ringgit. Now, today, I think some of you may also complain, they're only paying the fresh graduate like 2.5 or 2.6. After 20 years, just another additional $1,000 more. So again, we always try to increase our income, and that's what many of all are trying to do. Now tell me, how many of you are trying to increase your income? If you are, please type 1 in the message. Type 1 if you're trying to increase your income in here. All right, I'm just going to type that. Type 1 if you want to increase your income. Okay, I think that's the whole nature of what we are trying to do in here. Okay, good. I think all of you want to. Hi, John Daniel. Thank you for your support. Right? Type 1 in there if you want to increase your income. Now, I too want comfort in my jobs and also a secure family. So that, as a single, it wasn't that much of a problem. But once you have your first children, that's my first son, and today he's 16 years old already, and children also have a lot of need, and you need to have money. Am I right? Money. All right. So I was also working at that time, and you have only one job. So what you need to do is really find out other means of looking at. That's what got me interested to Robert Kiyosaki work. and he was talking about how you can generate income being an employee, how you can make more money as a self-employed, and also finally where he talks about is BNI. So those are the system that we talk about. So next, and then I found out over the many years of researching and going understanding the market, I found out when you share and you give, this is where you receive more. This is a picture of our TradeVSA member exclusive event where our members have been invited. So this is where we actually share more of them. Do you agree to that? So when you share and when you give, you will receive more. And that's what I believe. So right now, tonight, I'm also sharing some ideas that work very well in this market condition. This coming market, we are seeing a turnaround in here. So I notice when I share and give more, I receive more. And I have more quality in my life. I got more freedom. I'm able to travel more. And these are some of my recent visits, which I normally do every year. And I think that's what all of us are trying to achieve in one way or another. But you have to learn to give and learn to share. So right now, tonight, I hope you guys can share this video out front. Then you can receive more. I came from a very humble family. I started off as just like any other person, like an engineer. I have a family, I need to make passive income, and I found a system. So tonight I want to share with you that system, and we use this system, you're going to have more time and more quality and the freedom that you get, all right? And best of all, still holding a job. You'll still be having a job. You don't need to quit your job. I'm not asking you to quit your job, and that's very important too. Thanks, Loretta. So one of the things that tonight I want you to do is to have an open mind, okay? Because you want to have different ideas coming into your way of thinking. Many times we all are close in our thinking. You know, we have this set of glasses, we tend to be very narrow. I think it's important. If you really want to enhance your life, to transform your life, you need to have open mind. Am I correct or not? So if you believe in open mind, then you have to do this, okay? Please join our TradeVSA trading idea. This is a free educational support. We don't only do trading ideas, but we are coming with a lot more material like tonight to share with you, which I am preparing in there, because there's a lot of feedback from the members and also from the public that they want to see very good quality content. And one of the things I'm doing now is to create that. And this is definitely one of them. Now remember last week, you all listened to me talk about a repeat of the 2008 financial crisis, and I'll share with you not five, but 6 important clues that you need, right? Am I right? So many of you heard that. What do you think of it? If you do think of it, it was a good talk, check it out, give me a thumbs up. But if you have not watched it yet, please go over to the video section, and I will leave it there for a few more days for you to watch it. Else, I'm just going to probably just disable it and change the content, because these content change very, very fast. So make sure you watch it again if you have not. The 2008 repeat of global financial crisis. Is it coming or is it not? And those are, I have 5 criteria for you, right, to know before that market. If you're not, please join our Telegram group and be informed of all activities, all stock tips that you will get. And this will definitely propel you to the front. Please do that, all right? Okay, good. So why are the poor and the poor getting poorer? Why do we always have this situation, right? Now, if you look at some statistics, only 22% of EPF contributor has sufficient savings for retirement. And that's very scary, which tells you 80% of people don't have enough money. And a lot of retirees spend all their withdrawal within 30 days, right? And Bank Negara also shared very recently that 3 out of 4 Malaysians struggle to raise 1,000 ringgit in the event of emergency, and almost many of them can only afford 1 week worth of expenses if they run out of income, right? So this is really pain point. Are you in this group? I ask you. Or do you know friends or relatives in the same group? Now, I also posted recently on the Facebook talking about financial literacy, which is what I'm trying to address tonight. There are many of people saying, no, poverty, is it a state of mind, right? And so you said, look, poverty, if you learn how to trade, you will get. But the problem is a lot of people don't even have access to Facebook to even join this webinar. Am I correct? So access to internet is a right, access to free education, free medical, and that's, to me, we're able to remove the poverty. So I'm really addressing this financial literacy, and I hope many of you who share with me this really good idea to sort of reduce poverty in Malaysia. And one of them is actually to share some of these ideas that we have on website to all of them. Language, the language of money is important. It's something you must also know about them. Learning how to calculate interest rate, credit card, and that's very important. I think children should always start young too. All right, that's why the EPF and also the government agency such as the APK, KP, right? The one of those who address the loan are addressing it. So financial literacy is actually a good plan to move forward. But again, all this is lack of financial education. That's why we are here to address it. Okay, so let's talk about diving straight into the EBSI. Now, if you look at EBSI here, how many of you are familiar with the Robert Kiyosaki? If you are familiar with Robert Kiyosaki, I'm just going to see, so type 2 if you are not familiar with Robert Kiyosaki. Okay, type 2 if you're not familiar with Robert Kiyosaki. So I will spend a bit more time trying to explain some of these important clues, information that you'll need. Just type 2 if you're not. If I don't see 2 coming out, I think many of you know about it, and that will be great. So I just want to make sure you know this. Type 2 if you are not familiar with it. Okay, some of you are not familiar with it. Now, Robert Kiyosaki, in his book called The Rich Dad and Poor Dad, he came out with a quadrant, which you see a rectangle 2 by 2. So he has this thing called ESBI. Now, E stands for employee, B stands for business owner, S stands for self-employed, and I stand for investor. So the whole cash flow, he talks about his real dad, which is the poor dad, and he has an adopted dad, which is actually his good friend dad, is the rich dad. So you have the rich dad and the poor dad. So along the books, he really do a lot of comparison between the rich dad and the poor dad. Because his father, he was a Hawaiian and he's American Japanese, so he lived with that. His father was what they call a relatively educated academic. Her father worked in a professor, but because he was employed by the university, he saw his father miss a lot of opportunity. His father went into politics, but he lost, and then he started to compare his friend dad, which is the rich dad, and a lot of the rich dad has taught him about what you can do when you are a business owner, what you can do as an investor. So the story revolved around the EBSI. So let's take a look at them. All right. So for EBSI, right, he point is wanted to address this. Now, if you are an employee, do you want to pay less tax or maybe no tax at all? What do you think? Can you do that? If you are an employee, think about it. Now, do you want to have more time to do your hobby? What are some of your hobbies? My hobbies is going for holidays. That's a good one, right? Okay, what are your hobbies? All right. So again, these are the pain points that I want to address. When you are an employee, there's no way you can pay less tax. Am I correct? Tax is really part of it. So most of the time, people just max out their EPF, they max out their education, they max out it. But the key point here is if you are an employee, you can't. So the question is, the more you earn, the more you pay. That's am I right? So there's no way around it. But tonight, I will share with you later, the more you earn, you don't have to pay, especially when it comes to online trading. And why is that? Can someone tell me? Right? So in Malaysia context, trading online shares has a lot of advantage. We will explore that. Now, on the right side that you see, the B and the I, this is where the mindset change. So earlier on, I talked about the open what we call the open mind. You need to have an open mind to do this. Do you shy away from risk-taking opportunity? Now ask yourself, do you shy away from risk-taking, right? Then do you constantly improve yourself through education? Because you need to grow as a person. Growth is very important. One of the things we do in our members in here to address the part that we are always self-improving. It's very important, because if you've been following me, you know that I always self-improve. If you don't, when you don't grow, you die. That's sad, but that's the truth of it. So you must always constantly improve yourself and to grow, and that's why we are here. Okay. Oh, apologize if we cannot see the top right hand side here, but I think you do know what we're talking about, risk taking. Okay, let's move on. Now let's look at the next slide, which sort of blow up from where we are. If you are an employee, you have a job, right? Now if you are self-employed, you own a job. Basically the job is you, right? As an employee, there are benefits we won't explain. As a business owner, you own a system. The people works for you, right? In short, that's what it means. As an investor, money works for you. So think very deeply where you want to be, right? As an employee, as a self-employed, business owner. We're going to explore each of these quadrants and look very deeply and perhaps talk a bit more about it. Okay. So for an employee, unfortunately, if you really want to earn more, you have to work harder, 3 times more, right? Which I'll talk about. Work more, pay more tax. But on the right-hand side, right, that's where your goal is. On the right-hand side of the quadrant, as a business owner, you'll be growing, you'll be educated. You need to build your own system for the money machine. You need to invest time and money. So this is why we always talk about it's important for you to invest your time. Just like tonight, you'll be investing perhaps an hour of your time to really learn this material, which is very important as part and parcel of it. My job is actually to pull you through, whether you are from E and S right down to I, where we want money to work for you. Does I say this makes sense? Though? You want money to work for you, and you want to have also a system, and then eventually this system, where I'm going to share with you, right, running your online trading system. All right. Perhaps you may not get someone. You can always get your spouse, your children to help you. Or I have a friend of mine who actually got his Filipino maid to work the trading system for him, because it is so simple, this system in here, that everyone and anyone can run it. And that's the whole point. So if you don't want to build a system, use our system. Anyway, the system I'm going to share with you tonight is absolutely free. You can use it too. All right. Is that great or not? Okay, let's move on. So the poor and the rich, I think all of us want to, right? Now, if you are on the left-hand side, then you will see a lot of the issues which we talk about, not having enough money for our expenses, right? So tonight, we want to talk about generating massive passive income without quitting your day jobs. My intention is never been to get you to quit your job. I think early on in the, perhaps somewhere around 10 years ago, when everyone want to be a trader, there's always this notion, you got to quit your jobs. You got to quit your jobs, right? And then to learn how to trade. We don't. Because today, with the advance of technology, advance of artificial intelligence, AI, many of these things can be replicated, right? Very easily and very cheaply, and able to deliver those total solutions into your handphone. That's right, it's to your handphone. So you don't need to quit your job, please. Because why? When you create money from an online trading system, which we will talk about tonight, that's one income. Then you have your day job, that's another income. And then perhaps you can do a little bit of Grab car driving, or you can do a little bit of part-time business, a multi-level marketing business, or maybe an e-commerce business. So you have 3 sources of income. I always advocate multi-source of income. I think that's very important too. Because if you don't, one source of income, which is your day job gone, at least you have these 2, right? Someone just told me, investing in property. right? Investing in property also is the same thing too. You are generating passive income too, right? Oh, then another person also say, yeah, but property not so good. Well, that's it. So that's the whole point is every field that we go in, right? It's always come to a point where that field eventually become very uncertain. No field, no job will become secure. And that is why we must always continue improve ourselves, get educated. And that's why this EBSI quadrant is very important. Okay, so my experience can serve as a guide for your money system guru. The years that I've researched and the system that I have, many of our members have enjoyed this benefit, and I want you to do similar too. So sharing my observation in here is most people on the left-hand side of the quadrant, they tend to have short-term vision, right? Does this apply to you? I hope not, okay? Because if it does, then it will hinder you, all right? It will hinder you from moving forward. If you have short-term memory, short-term vision, and that's going to be an issue. So also that the employees, many of them want instant gratification. You know, they want something, they want it quick, right? That's also another issue that I see. They also abuse this, what we call the power of compounding. Now, especially in the context of investing in here, when you start young, especially those of you who have children, think about their future. Think about what I've shared for you tonight. If you start them young, where they start to think over a long term, what they want to do in their life, right? And hold their gratification. I'm not saying that they should not have their instant gratification. I'm just saying that if you can delay, that would be good. And start to invest early. The power of compounding in here. So the people on the right hand side, which I'll share with you, the B and the I, they maintain a long-term vision. Okay, they are just purely the opposite of what you see the employee. They have a long-term vision. They have a plan to get education. So applaud yourself tonight. Tonight, the series of talk that I'll be doing here are all education in here. And you must have a system and a process to enrich yourself. There's a lot of free information out there. So take time to go through them, feel what is right for you. And WhatsApp me, you got my number towards the end there. I'm happy to share with you what I have worked over the years, as a money guru system, all right? And then they believe in delayed gratification. They invest time and money into something they believe to be simple, proven, and practical. I think that's over the years of experience that we have and the system that we have built. Many of our members are enjoying today, which is enjoyed by hundreds of them working and continue to make money. I think that's important too. So they use the power of compounding in their favor. They use what we call money make money instrument. Okay. Is my speed okay? All right. So do let me know. So let's look at the employee limitation first. Okay. The employee limitation here is that you work 9 to 5. I'm assuming some of you don't work at 5 p.m. So that's already 8 hours a day. Okay, the employee limitation and challenge. You spend 1 or 2 hours on traffic. Is this correct? I think this estimation is correct, right? 1 to 2 hours. Some people tell me more. The other day, early on, someone told me I have a friend who works in Singapore but living in Johor Bahru. Now, if you live in Johor Bahru and you work in Singapore, how long would you spend on the road a day? At least, someone, please share with me, right? That would be at least 4 hours, right? But I'm just saying maybe for those of you who stay nearby in the city, depending where you're listening from, right? Then you have 1 or 2 hours resting and having dinner, right? That's about 2 hours. Then you sleep 7 hours on sleeping. So 21 hours is already been spent. So for the balance, just weekday, we don't talk about weekend, we talk about weekday, you have 3 hours for your spare time and hobby, all right? So those are the time that is available. What do you think? Is 3 hours enough? Okay. So I'm just going to ask here, type 3 if 3 hours is sufficient. Then what do you think? Okay. Is 3 hours sufficient to learn a new skill? Share that with me and comment that, right? If you ask me, I believe so. The answer is yes. Okay? The answer is definitely a yes, just for 3 hours, and depending how you learn it. A lot of people want to learn the hard way, right? What is the hard way? They bang from wall to wall, they test things that is not tested, and it is very time consuming. What we want to share with you tonight is give you a very simple system, which is already ongoing through my many years of work and experience in the stock market, right? And it will work for you. It doesn't work all the time, I gotta admit, but most of the time it works. So 3 hours is definitely enough. Every night, that's all you need to do, because that's what we talk about. 3 hours is good. Oh, okay, Lee said that you can't watch the sunset and sunrise if you work in Singapore. Okay, now let's look at the self-employed limitation challenge. Now, if you are self-employed, then you are your own boss, right? You don't depend on anyone, right? You have the freedom of time, but the downside is no money, no work, right? If you take 1 month holiday, what happens? If you take 1 month holiday, then no money, of course, right? No money, right? That's right, no money. So more work, more money. That's the thing. So some people like that, if you do that, more work, more money, right? So money is directly proportional to the amount of work done. Unfortunately, that is, being self-employed has this, and it's always chasing for appointments. This is definitely true. If you are self-employed, I was at one point in time. Now I'm trying to move into a business owner, running a system, and becoming an investor, the I quadrant. I think you all know the answer, right? It's really moving to that I quadrant. So some of being self-employed is always chasing a lots of appointment in there. Okay, what are the examples of profession in this? Can you think of it? Right? Doctors, lawyers, they are definitely in this category. Okay, so these are the category of people who tend to chase, and appointment. I know my doctor, who is a very good surgeon. I see a very good heart doctor. So probably know my age now already, right? If I have to see heart doctor, he's very. I normally make appointment with him, but he's one of the best doctors around in Kuala Lumpur. If you want to know about good heart doctor, he's not a surgeon. He's a cardiac consultant. Works off in Central. Do let me know. I'm happy to point you through. So my appointment normally is to see him at 11, but normally I never get to see him at 11 o'clock in the morning. By the time I see him, it's almost 6 o'clock in the evening because of the long queue, and even at 6 p.m. he's still working, the doctors. So he said, our work being a doctor, no work, no money. So there's always you have to work. So some of you who are doctors, is that true or not? Share with me, all right? I'm happy to hear that. So let's go on. So now let's look at business owner. Now, if you're a business owner, then your challenges are quite different. You need to have system, okay? That's where when your business starts to grow, you need to have a system. You need to employ staff to run them. I think that's very important. So go back to the work that you're doing now. If you are employed, in your office, there's always processes. Remember the ISO 1400 or the ISO system in there. You always have this system to run, what we call SOP, Standard Operating Procedure. So these are the things that need to be done to put everything in order. It's like a well-clocked, well-oiled machine, but you need constant maintenance, constant monitoring. That's the business owner in there. And it's a specialized skill set in the management of people, processes, and resources. Am I right? So it's a different skill set. In being a self-employed, you tend to do everything yourself. But as business owner, you have to rely on processes, which means someone set up that process, resources are needed. It could be capital, it could be raw material, and those you need to get purchaser to buy them, or in exchange for to make your products like a cakes and things. Now you have time. Now as a business owner, you will have time, but there is a need to prioritize who and what he or she spends on. I think that's very important. A business owner doesn't mean he has a lot of time, right? A lot of time because he's always thinking, how to get his company running. So he has to prioritize who and what she spends on. Very important. They like it or not, they like to operate a system which is tested and proven to work. It can be an accounting system, it can be a HR system, it could be a process to make a product or some sort of like a website. Let's say, for example, he has a thing to get the system working where the people can come in, log in, or like an e-commerce website. Okay, so e-commerce website, people come in, make a payment, and able to get the goods. So system must be tested. So they always go for the system that is well operated and well tested. I think that's the key point. E-commerce. Look at websites like Lazada, Amazon, all these already been running. That is why you see a lot of merchants, some of them we call business owner, right? Put their e-commerce site into some of these and able to sell them because they are running on a system that is tested. Now, what are some of these business owners? They could be very small scale, running a cafe, running a restaurant, a laundry, and bigger one could be major corporation, running a media station, running a e-commerce website, or for fashions, right? Anything that requires system to run, where you don't need to manage them, but you employ staff, and that's the key thing. Okay. Now let's look at the investor challenge. Now investor challenge are different sets of challenge in here, right? Very important, they need capital, outlay and fund. That's where they need the money. So you need to have a little bit of money first, okay? Then you need a tested and a proven system to make money from your initial capital, right? That's the investor challenge. So a lot of time I tell people, don't waste your time testing out things that don't work. But because due to limited funds that they have, they try out. So find out what works because it will save you a lot of heartache, and especially in the context of the stock market. One wrong investment, right, at the wrong shares, at the wrong time, your money is likely to be gone. That's right. I have to be honest with you. So you want to have a tested and proven system, someone to able to guide you through, and that's important because you want to make the money work for you too, right? Next, leverage is also possible for higher returns. Now you think very carefully. Now if you want to make 10 times more as a business owner, you need to open 10 times of the physical outlay, right? So leverage is possible for higher returns if you want higher returns or higher profits in there. Now in the investor quadrant, what we talk about here, you need to amplify your capital 10 times, right? So initially maybe you purchase 1,000 ringgit. So if you want to have 10 times, you just purchase 10,000 ringgit. That's as an example. So you do have leverage, and that's why leverage is the so-called, I would say, the ninth wonder other than compounding. It's very similar to compounding, except compounding is compounding on existing, but leverage is more on leveraging higher. But leverage works both ways. It's a double-edged sword. So make sure you're leveraging on a system that have capital expectancy, all right? And there are many types of investable instrument for up and down and sideways market. So that's also important too. So if the market now, let's say for example, is in the bear market, we are going down, so you want to invest in an instrument that work well in the down market. All right. There are some sideways markets which not part of the context, but it's already available in the capital, in the financial system in there. Now, the plan is very simple tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The plan is to move from being poor to being rich to the B quadrant and to the I quadrant. Am I right? All right. So to get to the I quadrant, what do you need? Right? Share with me. What do you need to get to the I quadrant? Right. What do you need to get to the I quadrant? Okay, anyone? All right. If not, I'm going to share with you here. Okay. To get to the I quadrant, you will definitely need skills. That's right, you need skills, right? You need skills, knowledge. What else? Okay. You need skills, you need knowledge. 2, you need to get hold of a proven and tested system, right? And 3, to get to the I quadrant, perhaps go back to school again, right? I'm not saying that you have to, come to our courses or listen to our talk. There are many courses out there, free one. Find something that fits you well. If not, you can just use ours and gradually feel that if this is right for you, then join us, right? And what is the last one, the 4th one, to get into one? Perhaps you want to look for a mentor. That's right. A mentor is important. Now, we always think about, a mentor who is experienced, able to guide you, and gone through this difficulty times, right? I also have coach and mentor too, and it's more of pay forward. When I went under my coach, more of a mentor, it's not so much on a coach, which is Tom and Bill. He had taught me a lot, but further on I met a lot more very good coach that I finally get better and better. I think that's important. Coach and mentor, it's something that all of us really needs. Do I say this makes sense? Okay. So if it does, give me some thumbs up, okay? So the coach and a mentor, see me right now as a mentor, that someone will be regularly with you to push you, getting you to do the necessary to give yourself a chance for your family, right? To make that extra income, to have that comfortable retirement, to have a freedom like I have done before. So that's important, all right? So this is a picture of Warren Buffett. Now he says that surround yourself with great people. I think that's important. Now, in our TradeVSA, we have many very unique individuals who have joined our community, right? I think you all know who you are. I'm not going to talk into that. That's why we always have our regular events that we do, the TradeVSA exclusive event for our members. We not only talk about the market, we also talk about a bit of social. I think that's important. We get to know each other. But more importantly is that you want to surround yourself with great people that will push you higher. Am I right? And not to push you lower. A lot of time when we are in our cozy corner in our office, we tend to don't open up. We do our work and we try to. But it's important that you get to into this group. Surround yourself with great people and you will excel. Trust me on that one. You need to surround yourself with great people. Okay. So tonight, let's go get on into learning about creating passive income. Now, that was a picture of Warren Buffett. He says that never depend on single income. Make investment to create a second source. I think that's quite true. That's why we are here tonight. If tonight you're comfortable with the 9 to 5 job, you would have left earlier on. But tonight is about creating income. Now, the story I'm going to have, some of you may have heard it before, so I will re-emphasize it again here. It's about 2 pictures, 2 different market conditions, 2 different weather. One is rainy day, right? And one is a sunny day. Now, which one would you like? The rainy day or the sunny day? Okay. All right. I think the answer is quite straightforward, right? You all want to have condition to go out, to enjoy with your family, with your siblings on the sunny day. This one, right? On the one on the right hand side, not the one on the left. Correct. So this is the one that you want to be in and not this one. So this is where it is important to know when you want to go out and play, when you want to go out for your holiday. All right, of course, some people, very cheeky one, they say, oh, I like to go out rainy day, it's more romantic, like the one on the left side of the slide that you see, right? So, but the truth is, ladies and gentlemen, we all know, right, sunny day would cost less. Am I correct? Because why? In terms of looking in, you enjoy better, you are not cold, you're dressed stays dry. You can do lots of things when the day are what we call cuaca baik. Good weather and rainy day. Just keep that in mind, because the whole system we're going to talk about is very simple. Rainy day versus beautiful day. Okay, sunny day and rainy day. Now that's why on rainy day, people stay home. But on beautiful day, they go cuti Malaysia. All right, and that's what it is. Now, I will explain these dates. For cuaca baik, I call it good weather. All right, in Malaysian term, which is a busa term. That's where the sun comes out. It is from the 28th of May to 16th of July. I'm going to share with you later on how I get those dates. It's a very simple system only, that's all. Right? So keep that in mind, from 28th to 16th of July. So the plan is, we have two vehicles. Okay? One is a horse and one is a donkey. Okay? One is a horse and one is a donkey. Which one would you like? The horse or the donkey? Okay? I'm just going to get everybody right. Which one? Okay? Horse or donkey? Now tell me, please type in which one you want. I know again, a lot of people say, no, I want an elephant. But let's be serious, people, okay? Because tonight I want to make sure you get the value that is important tonight. All right? Okay, good. Everybody wants horse. Okay. So now, of course, we have a saddle. You know what's a saddle, right? A saddle is something that you put onto a horse, then you can ride. All right? Now, our system is about choosing horse over donkey. And the saddle, which you will be sitting on, is the system. That's right, it's the system. You need to purchase a saddle. Else, the horses are the stocks, in short. Okay? The horses are the stock trade idea that you get. Alright, right now, if you are not in, please go and register your free account, TradeVSA dashboard. Please register for it. Okay? Now, those of you who have logged in, and you will probably get to this screen here called the register. So fill in your mobile number, city, and also age, so to do our better understanding of your age group, so we can tailor-make our solution for you. So in my case, I've created a bogus account. Okay. Oh, buyer alpha seek to transfer to main board. That's interesting. They want to do that a long time ago. Yong Tai. So these are all the news information in there, but we'll do this on a different context. But tonight I want to show you is the 18-day line change. All right. Okay. Because this one is important. So you go on to 18-day line change. Now this is where the tool is. Now remember I said earlier on, okay? So this one, I'm just going to move it to here, and I'm going to bring this up. Keep this one here. Okay, so we're going to go on in here. So make sure you're able to log in. Now remember I stated earlier on, the good weather is from 28 May to 16th of July. So that's a time you want to go out and play. That's a time you want to go out and trading. So in here you can see 28, 29, all right, onwards. Now next you need to know is here. So let me just bring this up again. I'll probably make this a bit bigger. So for the TradeVSA screener, we have a limitation of 3 shares, but that's enough to do the job too, right? So the saddle is the screener. It's the system. All right? And then these stocks, which you get 3 of them, are either a horse or a donkey. Now many of you already stated just now, you all want to sit or ride on a horse, not a donkey. Okay, I hope you won't say I like the donkey. Okay, the horse is the right answer because donkey, if you buy it, you get stuck, it's not going to move. All right, so that is like a metaphor we are using here. So don't get into a donkey, make sure you ride a horse, a fast moving horse. Okay, so what you need to do, you need to differentiate. This is the only skill that you need. All right, the system is to differentiate the color-coded. That's right, the color-coded to find out which horse are you in. All right, so this slide, you can take a photo of it. Please do that. Okay, so I'll keep it enlarged. When you see a lot of red, avoid. This one is a donkey, color-coded. Avoid these shares. Huh? Red, red, red. All right. Of course, when we have time, we go through what it means by red, red, red. All right, green, green, green. But I just want you quickly, within 10-15 minutes, to get into the system and able that you can see you have a potential to make passive income. All right. So next slide I have is the horse, the color-coded one, the 5-star, the 4-star, and the 3-star. You will notice, right, you will see a lot more green and purple and a little bit of red. Now for those of you who want to know what they mean, you just move it mouse over here and it will give you a short description what they are: red, green, and purple. All right, so you can read it during your time in there. So we want to keep it short because we want to make that simple system that you can run it in and out without too much complication. All right, so let's go back to the good weather. All right, 28 to 16th of July. Now, which date you all want me to pick? Now, what we're trying to say here is like that. My hypothesis, during good weather, most of the stocks or most of the horse that you pick will do well. All right, that will do well. And what we are talking about is less than 3 hours every night. If you want to pick this stock, this technique I share with you, you tell me how long it'll take. Okay? Okay. Let's look at some date. Okay. What date would you like to see? Okay. What date would you like to do? Okay. Please give me a date so I'll choose. Now remember, the date that we wanted is from 28th of May to 16th of July. All right. And these are the date. Any date around that time frame. If you don't, I will choose some date. Okay. First one I'll choose randomly will be January 29. So I'll submit. Okay. Please do that also on your computer. I know some of you who have your computer. Please do that on your computer so we can run it together. Right. Now the key thing is inside here is that all these stocks, all three of them, work very well, right? Green, purple, purple, green, purple, purple, 4-star, red, green, green, 3-star. So all okay, right? Now which stock do you all want to pick? Right? SM Track, Hume Industry, or Persitech? Which one? Which one you want to choose? Right? I think the answer is okay. Now we pick this on the 29th of May. Okay, 29th of May. Which one would you like to pick? Let's pick SM Track. Okay, let's start off with SM Track. Okay, because SM Track is 17 cents. It's quite cheap and it has a good volume inside there. And it's also communication equipment because it's and also it's Sharia compliance. Now remember, for a Muslim friend, you can click here. You can really remove which one is Sharia, which one is non-Sharia. Okay. And also we have FADDO. FADDO is a fundamental selector. What it does, it will filter out those stocks that pay good dividend, less debt, and potential quality shares. That's what it does. That's what it simply tells you. So everything we keep very simple. So we can click on Sharia, so we left at SM Track. So let's look at SM Track. I'll bring in SM Track for the 29th of May. SM Track 29th of May. Okay? SM Track for the 29th of May. Okay, Daniel will look at SM Track. So let's look at SM Track now. I will bring the chart out. Everything. Okay, we have 29th of May here. Okay. Let's move one bar. Okay, this is 29th of May. Okay, that's where we are. Okay, we chose the stocks. Okay, let me just bring this down. And this is 29th of May. So we're going to do stock trade simulation. Okay, we're going to do stock trade simulation in here. Some of you may ask me, what is this on the left hand side of the chart? It is TradingView, our charting tools. This charting tool, again, it is also free. So make sure you register one and you're able to type in 0169, which is the same as here, or you can click here. Actually, if you do click here, it will take you to TradingView. You can see that, right? And you can actually create your own free account over there. Okay, so SM track on the 29th of May. So the rule says so. It's going to be like this. We will buy whenever the market goes higher. I'm not going to give you the rules, but I'm not going to go trade one-on-one. Now, who likes this? Who wants to trade SM track? We will look at Persitech next, okay? Who wants to trade this? So we want to buy when it's higher. Let's say we buy around, what price is this? This closing price is 17 cents, so we want to buy at 17.5 cents. Let's say, so 17.5 cents, we will buy. So you'll move bar by bar, okay? And how much do you want to buy? Let's say we buy 5,000 ringgit, okay? 5,000 ringgit, okay? We'll do the trade. So I'm just going to get this up, create a new one here. Okay, so I'll just type this. We will, for SM track. Okay, there's only 2 stocks, so it's not that difficult, right? Right, because it's a free version, you get 2 stocks, but I guarantee you, right, even it's 2 stocks, it will still work. Of course, more is better. So we will, for SM track, we will buy at 0175. Okay. And how much do you want to buy? Let's say we buy $5,000. So divided by 0.175, I get my calculator. Okay, 5,000 divided by 0.175 is, let's say we use something like 28,500 shares. Okay, for 5K. All right. Okay, so let's go bar by bar. Okay, so we go. So are you in now? Yes, you are in, right? Okay, next bar. Okay, so where do we do? Do we put a stop loss? Okay, so I will also teach you a stop loss. We can put our stop loss where? Maybe let's say at 13 cents. Okay, okay, right? Because we want to keep this workshop short. So I'm just going to give you the answer. But those of you who want to know more, please PM me. We're going to tell you why we put a stop loss and why we derive those. Okay? It's part and parcel of it. But I want to show you something that works first. Next bar. Okay, 7.5 cents. It's moving up. Right? Next bar. Okay? Next bar. Next bar. Oh, it's going up. Okay? So I'm going to pull this down a bit. Next bar. Oh, looks like it's moving nicely. Okay? What's the price now? The price now is already 18 cents, okay? So we can register it here. Now remember, this chart that you see, okay, these charts are daily charts. And they appeared at the end of the day. So you don't do any action at all. You make decision after market closes at 5 p.m. That's right. So you only make decision after the market closes at 5 p.m. Okay? That's why it's called passive income. You don't have to do anything during the day. I know some of you are sabot one, go and see and want to trade. You can, but let's get on to the basic first. Let's get on trying how to make money end of the day. Because during the day you can trade, right? You can trade those, but let's keep to something simple where it is a passive income system. Okay? So number 6. Okay. So who still want to be in? Okay, we can still move our trade. Right? Oh, started to go up. Look at this. This one is up 5% already. Okay, volume is coming up. Now, what about profit taking? Okay, profit taking. Okay, where do we take? Now, if you are untrained, so I've said, if untrained, okay, take profit. If you're untrained, let's say you haven't been training, take profit, let's say 7%. Okay, 7%. So you went in at 17.5 cents. Now the price is how much? Price is 19 cents, right? Close at 19 cents. 17.5 cents. You already have 8.5 cents. So meaning, right, 7. So on the next day, okay, right, we take profit at 19 cents. Okay, so next bar. Okay, did it hit 19 cents? Yes, it did. It hit 19 cents, so we assume you're out. But if you're not out, we can make our trade. Oh, come back down, but pops back up again, going higher. Oh, you're out. So you're out at 20 cents. So you made, okay, so you made 8.5%. Of course, you take it as gross, times 5,000 equals to 452 ringgit. Okay, that's 452 ringgit at the end of the day. You don't have to do much. You got in somewhere around the 28th May, right? And in 20 days, you already made $425. Let's say hypothetically you didn't take it and you decided to let it go. Let it run, right? Because you're untrained, remember? You just take profit when you see it. But if you're well trained, you can see how high this thing goes. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. My God. Look at that. Right? And let me pull back down here. Okay. So you can see where you enter. Okay. Which is the 29th of May. Let me show you this. How much money would you have made? Okay. And you put the price range, 29th of May, all the way to the top here. Right. Yeah. You can see that is almost a potential. Okay. Now, if you are trained to run a system, remember we talked about having a system. Okay, we are giving you a system already. If you are trained to run a system, right, with the skill, is it possible to make more? This case, like 40%. Think carefully. So 40% of 5,000 ringgit is how much? You tell me, right? Is that $2,000? Correct? That is $2,000. So instead of 400 ringgit, you get 2,000 ringgit. Now this is from this stock that we pick. Interesting, isn't it? Right. So this is why we want to share with you. Of course, you don't win all the time, but what I'm trying to say is that, look, if you are well trained, instead of making 400, you can make 4,000, right? Let's showing for sake, because you must also know when to profit and when to take. You see this thing actually, boom. You see that? So we take profit first before the major move sell off in here. So that's why it is important that you don't buy and hold. Okay? Okay, let me just emphasize this, okay? It is important when you have a goal for your profit target, right? You execute. Okay. Don't buy and hold, else you will pray why you lose. You see that, right? So we also have those rules. When you have a certain amount of profit, we will train you to take profit. Okay, which is very important. Alan Palm buy the next day? Yes, that's right. Okay, hello Kamarao. Good. So let's look at another stock called for the same day. Let's say out of those two, right? They are both. Now, given a choice, it's very easy to trade. Normally, when I look at these two, right? 17 cents and 14 cents, out of these two, I always go for the volume. Always go for the volume, out of these two. And also go for the more favorable sectors. I always prefer the communication because the turnover is higher too. Now also another caveat you must know, very important, let me go on, is, okay, this is the next slide, right? And this is the next slide. Oh, this is what I wanted to do. You all choose a random date. Can you choose a random date for me? Right? Choose one random date. So I just want to show you, because tonight when you go back and you try it out, okay, and this is the next rule. Your entry bar volume must be higher than few previous bar, and the turnover we are looking for must be at least 3 to 400K, which is this turnover here. Okay, 3 to 400,000, your turnover. So that ensures that the horse is a running horse, yeah? Bila boleh tunggang, when you can ride the horse. So take picture of that. Please take picture of this. The entry bar volume must be greater than previous few volume bar. Turnover is from 3 to 400,000. Okay, 23rd of July. 23rd of July pass already lah. Sorry lah, cannot do 23rd of July. 16th of July only. Okay, I'm going to share with you this 16th reason right now. Okay, any date. If you don't have one, if I don't get soon, I'll pick another date. I'll pick another one, July 1st. Okay, July 1st. So let me take this. July 1st. And you click that one. Okay, July 1st, what we do, we always go by the turnover. Okay, and for our Muslim friend, we hit either Sharia or non-Sharia. So you only left with two, right? 30 cent and 89 cent. Okay, so let's do this, all and guess. K&M 7164. All right, K1 7164. Let's move it back here again. 7164. What date was? 1st of July, right? Yep. Okay. What date was that? 21st of July. Okay, here we go. Now remember how we choose it, very simple, right? We click the turnover and we got two stocks. We're going back through time. So we have this scenario in here. Let's do another trade, same thing. Okay, so let's do another one. This is for K&M. How about 27 if August? No, we don't choose 27. I will tell you why, Laura. Why not 27 August? Because 27 August is rainy day. Okay? We need to know whether it's rainy or not rainy day. That is important. That's why we differentiate between the good weather and rainy day. And we will get to those slides. So just hang with me. I'm going to give you some very powerful, valuable information that will put money into your pockets, okay? That will put money in your pockets. You're still with me. I want to keep this going. It's almost been 1 hour. So let's look at K&M. We will buy the price higher, okay? We'll buy the price higher, which is 29, the high 29, so we'll probably buy, the close is 29 high, so we'll buy at 30 cents. So buy 30 cents. Buy next day, next bar, next day at 30 cents. Okay. Oh, we also use 5,000 ringgit, okay? 5,000 ringgit, I think more you at 30 cents. How many stocks, okay? So 5,000 ringgit at 30 cents will give you you'll buy, let's say 16,600 shares. Shares of K&M. Okay? Okay, let's do this together. Okay, you ready? Okay. So let's go bar by bar. All right. Okay, are we in or not? Yes, we are in. Okay. So we buy at 30 cents. So what you do is that in our course, we will teach you how to key in those information. But if you don't, you can always use a broker. Okay, the broker is happy enough to tell you, you get in and you key in. And those of you who are listening, some of you are brokers, please recommend this free trading system to your client. Make sure they learn it because they will know how to trade and they will look into you for guidance. Okay, we have few brokers from different company I'm not going to mention. They are using our system for their clients, right? So that way the broker sort of work like a coach to train the user how to ride the horses. Okay, so you buy at 30 cents. Okay, what about stop loss? Where do you put our stop loss? We put our stop loss maybe somewhere around let's say 25 cents. Okay, 25 cents. Let's go bar by bar. Okay. So in here, now remember we did talk about profit target, right? Profit target, let's go with profit target. Let's say we use the standard 7%. 7%. So 7% at 30 cents. Okay, will be 32 cents. 325, correct? So which is this target here, 32 cents. So we go bar by bar. 1, 2. Oh, did we hit it? Yeah, we may be out. Okay, but let's move on. Okay, next bar. Oh, we miss it. Now who still want to be in? All right, someone want to be in. If you don't want, you can exit. Okay, because normally when we do our workshop, we'll go bar by bar and we will teach you how to read those charts. Okay. Now, who still? Oh, look at that! You're already out, right? So yes, you achieve exceeded. Okay. Okay. Let's say at 32 cents because you key in. Okay, and you make another how much? 7%, 425 ringgit. Correct? Profit. We want to keep it simple. Okay. But for those of you who are well trained, right? If you are well trained, I don't know where you get your training from, I don't care. You can get it from us, you can get it from someone else. Using our screener, right? You can set a profit target or let the profit run. Now those of you who have seen some of the video, right? We can actually even turn on our screener. This is where the powerful thing is. You see, when you turn on the screener, this green area here is the pentagon. And that is why some of our members do very well using the auto investing guider, provided they trade when other cuaca baik, not cuaca buruk. You want to be riding your horse on a sunny day. You don't want to ride your horse on a rainy day. Your horse also gets scared. So you can see the differentiation. Once you turn this thing on, right, you will know how. Now remember, not every green pentagon is a buy. It's very important you know that. Not every green pentagon is a buy. So you must know that. All right, you must know that one. So I'll turn it off just to show you, even if you don't have this pentagon guider or what we call auto investing guide, you can still do it with the free. So because we don't want to be implying, look, you need our tools to work. Of course, having it will be good. But even on the free charting tool on TradingView and on the free limited version of 3 stocks on the screener, you still do okay. So those of you who are still running, let's say we set our profit target maybe a bit higher, okay? So we can go, all right, bar by bar, okay? Oh, it's going up. Okay, higher, higher, higher. Oh, it's moving sideways. Ooh, come back down already. Wow, this is scary. Okay, I'll keep for one more bar first. Okay, 37, 37. Okay, holding on. There you go. It break up here, right? So I will exit the next bar. Okay, one more bar, I'm out. Okay, I'm out here already. So I get out at what price? 41 cents. Now, why is that? Right? This is where skill come from now. Okay, you exit at 41 1/2 cent. Now some people may say, because I know this already, but there's a reason for that by understanding price and volume. So if you exit in 41/2, okay, divided by, okay, what was the entry price? 0.3, and how much profit is that? Okay, that is 38%. So let's say 5,000 ringgit times 38% is how much? We take gross lah, so that will be 1,900 ringgit. Okay, so those two trades only that I picked. Okay, I want you to give one more, GFM. Okay, we are not going to go at stock analysis, Aku, because normally we can do that on another session. Today, I just want to demonstrate the system where you can pick stocks. The whole point what we're trying to do here is to make you independent. Remember, we talk about being skillful, having the resources, having the process. And that's what we think. We felt that, look, if we teach you how to ride a horse, correct? What you need is only the saddle. Rather than every day, you ask what horse, you can do it. You have the power, and then eventually you can train someone to run it. Remember those EBSI? We want you to become business owner, all right? Any more dates, all right? Because why I want to show you, I will pick another date, any date that I want to show you. So those are the two dates, right? But due to 9:30, I don't want to prolong too long. But in short, what I want to share with you going forward is that any date that you pick during the Chocha buy, 80%, I have done my back testing. That's why I'm very confident to share with you. 80% of the stocks actually move higher. And there's one reason, definitely reason for that, right? 80%, more than 80%, when you choose any of those stocks between 28th of May to 16th of July, you will do well because it's the main index. The mother of all stock market, the KLCI index, has to be bullish too, right? And that's what it is, right? So let's review the stocks here. So make sure the plan here, bila boleh tunggal, when you can ride, right, is when the volume is greater than previous few bar. Take a picture of it if you need to, and also turnover is higher from 30 to 40,000, right? And also please, below there, you avoid climatic volume. Ultra high volume one you must avoid. So normally when you see ultra high volume climatic, you compare to the left hand side, you want to avoid it, okay? Then this is something we will go very detailed in some of our course, all right? So we have done some trade simulation, where to buy, where to sell, stop loss, profit target, and we have used 5,000 as an example, right? And the closing price. Because today, over Facebook, we're doing a shorter version, what we did, but we normally do it in our workshop. So I do invite you to our workshop when we do this simulation again and again at our office in Petaling Jaya. Do come and see us. And also on our Monday, we have our chart clinic. Every Monday we have our chart clinic, but next following Monday we are not because of the National Day. So make sure you also come to those. And we are, sort of promoting also in our Telegram group, right? Do join us this one because we want you to learn. So quick question, the winning rates, how many wins and loss that you encounter, and any comment. Now in the exercise that we do in our workshop, during that period, 80% of the time you will win. But if you are untrained, you don't know what to do, right? Just like there are fish swimming, the horses are there for you to, to ride. You have a saddle, okay, but you don't know what horse to pick, and you miss that. So those two examples that we said are very good win, a 40% and a 38%, right? A 2,000 ringgit gross, of course, 1,800 gross, from a 5,000, that's almost 3,800 ringgit in there. So that's really what we call a good opportunity that I believe you should learn and know more about it. Because remember, investing, trading is a skill you can master for the rest of your life. Am I right? Because you can do this when you're 50, you can do this when you are 40, you can do this when you are 60. As long as the mind is sharp enough As long I am around, I'll be there to coach you, to handhold you, right, in our webinar or our workshop. All right. So if you have any comment, give me a thumbs up. I just share with you our system that we have, and please go and try it out. So our sharer here is Pentagon by screener. I think you can see this. So that's what early on I gave you the 5 minutes to go and log in and use the system. Okay. So let's find out about Georgia buy and differentiate from the Hari Wujan. Basically, it's a trend of the market. That's what we're doing. Now, to do the trend of the market, you actually draw lines. Okay, you draw lines and you draw another line up here, you draw another line. And these are things that we teach you on market stages. Okay, so and then we use a moving average. The moving average you use on is a mid-level number, right? You draw that and you want to look for volume increase. So when you see that volume increase, this is a shaded period, right? The shaded period is where we call from the 28th of May to the 16th of July. And that's how we determine the Georgia buy. Because what we have found through our back testing, where you do it again and again, you will build that trust, right? The system, because what we talk about, what Robert Kiyosaki talked about, is having a tested, proven, and money-making machine. And that's what we did. So the Georgia buy is important. Right now, our indicators are showing Georgia buy is coming back, ladies and gentlemen. All right? And I really wish you the best. Please use the trade screener out there and make some money. If you do, please share with me. I'm happy to share with the rest of people who is coming in there. My job in this community is to support you. I'm more like the Sifu who want to support you. Okay? So I think many of you know Chef Saham, and he's one of our TradeVSA brand ambassador. He's one of the Maybank Southern Region best and highest growing broker. And you can see his website, well received, over 60,000 in there. And he is really promoting to his client. He said, terima kasih Sifu Martin Wong bagi kebenaran untuk share dengan standby trader. Okay, wtradevsa.com, sign up for free screener. All right. So tonight, those of you who is coming from Chef Saham, I hope you have a very basic system there. All right. Now, Chef Saham, like it or not, he also uses a market timing. Okay. He advised some of his clients, he prefer uptrend and avoid downtrend. It's just like this. If you notice, from the 28th of May, this is blue color. Okay. So he uses this also. And you can see light blue is bullish, good weather. Light orange is bearish, which is a bad weather. So some of you who said early on, look at Alan Pa, how to cut loss just in case. You set a level in your system. And a lot of time, depending which trading platform, they have a stop loss. You can actually key that in. If you key that in, if stop loss hits, you're out. And it will protect you. One of the things we notice a lot of beginners, as they're going up, the stock goes up, they're making money, they did not set their stop loss. They did not protect their profit. And this is very important. So that's why my job as a coach and a mentor is to ensure this gets done. Imagine you already have the 2,000 ringgit or the 1,000 ringgit unrealized profit, and then suddenly give it away. Sad, but quite true. So why I'm saying that right, Chef Saham know when to be in, when to be out, and he advised accordingly to his members. And now you can do that too, right? Know how the trend works, all right? I know what we present to you is very basic, but it's workable, right? Do come back to us, right? And maximize your benefit after the TradeVSA, okay? So sign up for the trade screener, those of you who's just joined us in here. Sign up for our trade Telegram ideas and our stock education idea, and share this educational benefit. And it is a simple and proven system which is endorsed by Chef Saham. Free account doesn't have the weather code. Yes, that's right. Free account don't have. You might want to consider, someone's seen it before, that's right. Let me share with you this one here. Yes, that's right. Free account don't have lah. This is, I'll log into the paid one. You can see everything is in there. So if you find that it is good time, then you want to upgrade, go ahead, okay? Now this is the 18-day line change, the one that I have. you will see it is, yeah. Oh yeah, it's here already. Okay, let me just bring it up. Okay, yeah, it's color coded. Right now you can see, it's already turned blue. See that? That's why I said exciting moment coming. You can see, right? Turn blue, turn blue. These are the public holiday lah, the gray one. Okay, 27th of August, the screener is not ready yet. It should be out by 10 o'clock. You can see these are the orange, you stay out. But right now, the 23rd and the 26th, the market has started to turn blue, ladies and gentlemen. So you may want to know more about it. Let me know, all right? So let's get on to, I don't want to keep your time waiting. So with your permission, I'd like to talk more about our programs. You can stay on and find out more if you want to. But technically, we have completed our session, all right? So thank you very much. Right now, I will talk about our program, okay? Those of you who want to know more, I will start talking about it, all right? So, like it or not, the latest brain research has shown that development never stops. Our brain can never stop learning. And that's why once you have information that you feel you can learn and benefit, you will never stop developing and never stop growing. This is in our head. We cannot get out of it. No doubt some of this development comes random, but it has direction. It's supposed to move you towards a better person. That's what, when you look at the brain research, all this, plus what Robert Kiyosaki is talking about, moving from employee, self-employed, right over to the I quadrant, which is the investor quadrant, okay, and the B quadrant. You will never stop learning. As a result, one of the testimonials, his brain is definitely growing, Mr. Lee, and our assistant. You can see, thank you for your analysis in Carex. I make more than 1 year subscription fee in my first trade. Looking more for more sharing in our group. Now, those two trades that you look at, we pick it up. Right now, you can see 5,000 ringgit, we made 2,000 for SM Track, 1,008 ringgit for K&M. Am I right? So this is what we talk about just from a 5,000, and that's what it's not surprise. These testimonials comes from our user, right? I made a 7% profit and run, good trade, 19% profit. More members are growing, and of course to our assisted visit. And here is another participant from Singapore, January this year. You notice the blue region here, right? This is the blue region, just the same as the calendar. When this thing is in the blue region, you want to be in. And when the market move, you really get in. Right? 50% in 7 weeks. Right? It's about 2.5 months. And there are some trading the shorter time frame, 6.5% in a day, 16% in 3 days. And this is from Mr. Low, and he shared with me he have scores of winners. Because when you trade on the right cuaca apa? Cuaca baik, bukan musim hujan, alright? You will definitely, okay, good. So there's also Kenny says that master the smart market move. This is behind the technology behind what we show you is all about smart money, right? Those I have mentioned in the past, so check out those videos. But in the coming series of education, we will talk about smart money too. Excellent Sales Service Award, as I said before, those of you who eventually sign up, we give you a one-on-one coaching. Come to our office. Also, if you're not in our office, we have our Wednesday and we have our Monday and Tuesday webinar, and also Friday we do our live trading. So every week we have something on, right? So, like it or not, this is one of our member. I think you may know him. He started off. He was also a struggling man with children, just like me, and he also wanted comfort and secure job. But eventually he made it. With his profit that he made, he bought cars. He bought a nice house. That's a nice big house, right? Right. All this, and then he's still working and also sharing, but he appreciates the time he has now. He's more happier and enjoying that. I think that's all we all want. We want to have meaning in the work that we do, and yet to able to provide for family and have the freedom. I think that's all what you want. That's what I wanted to. And that's what I want my member to go through too, right? So my number is here, 010-266-9761. So that's all for tonight. Thank you very much. I really enjoy my time with you, and I hope you enjoy, and I certainly learned something today. Be sure to join our Telegram group and also get the free trade screener, and I'll see you in our next series of education. I bid you good night and thank you.